Welcome back, everyone. I'm excited to announce that this channel has officially hit 300 subscribers. Now, that may not seem like much to some, but for me, when I started this channel 5 years ago, this was just kind of something I did for fun, kind of an outlet for an introvert like me who didn't have a whole lot of friends that I could talk about retro games about. And, you know, I, honest to God, never thought I'd hit 100 subscribers, let alone 3. And it came up a lot quicker than I expected. So I wanted to do like some sort of fun little skit, but this happened a lot quicker than I expected. And a lot of my time for the last month has been editing and shooting the vaccine skit that's coming out this Friday. But I wanted to do something special, and this is going to be a two-parter. I'm going to do this with the wife as well. But today we are going to be watching the first ever video I posted to this channel on July 14th, 2016, almost 5 years ago. And yeah, I'm sure this is going to be a lot of fun. All right, let's get right to it. What's up, everyone? My name is James. I wanted to take a quick minute and thank you guys so much for checking out my YouTube channel. Okay, so obviously you can tell there's a lot different going on here. So those who are new to the channel, and by that I mean within the last like 4 years, you might be wondering where the whole past James came from on some of the skits I've done. There it is. Yes, I had hair when I started this channel. I was losing it a little bit up here, and I was kind of self-conscious about it. That's why I always wore the beanie. But not even just that. For one, that's 2 couches ago. I actually forgot about this couch. That's crazy. But even the background, like, look how much that's changed alone. Oh man, a lot's happened since then. But yeah, and also I still have the shirt, by the way. I never wear it, but I still have it. And kind of discuss a little bit about why I decided to start doing this. So if you happen to watch my unboxing video for Video Games Monthly, I kind of go into detail about how... So I was dumb, and I posted 2 videos the same day. The other was a Video Games Monthly unboxing, but whatever. Growing up, my family didn't really have the money to go out and buy me new games all the time. And even when I went out to rent games, I was always afraid to rent something that I had never played before. So this is something I've wanted to talk about. Like, growing up as a kid, I was so afraid when I did go to like rental stores, because it was kind of like I don't want to say a rare event, but it was a little uncommon. And like, anytime I rented a game I had never played before, it was always complete ass. Back to the Future on the NES was one of them. I do remember that. But even like some movies, didn't care for them. So I always got the same shit I've played over and over again. So I didn't get exposed to as many games as a kid as I could have. So most of the games that I was introduced to were because a friend of mine had it, or they were at an arcade or something like that. So as I got older, the only arcade
doing what
we
I
had
could to kind of hold on to my childhood. So originally I just started collecting some of the consoles and the games that I had played.
All right, so we're going to skip ahead a little bit because I do want to do a collaborative video later on with some other YouTubers about what got us into collecting. So we're just going to skip ahead. So I forgot to say, this is June Pickups 2016. So let's take a look at some classic pickups I may have got in June of 2016.
Let's go and get started, shall we? So the first few things I want to talk about were...
I didn't even have an intro back then.
From a local video game store. So the first one I picked up was Final Fight.
Nice.
For the Super Nintendo. Now,
it's a great way to start.
Growing up, I was a huge fan of the Streets of Rage series on the Sega Genesis.
Still am.
And let's be honest, they basically ripped off Final Fight.
They did.
But they did a good job of it, I guess you could say.
A better job, in my opinion.
So this was the first time I actually had the chance to play Final Fight, and I was not disappointed. I actually had a lot of fun with this one. So I do want to get the rest of the series. I know it's a little bit pricier, so hopefully maybe one day I'll come across a good deal.
I still have not.
Next.
So I do got to say something about my personality. I feel like over time, I became a little bit more confident being on camera. Like back then, I was just so dry, as you can tell. But you know what? You know, it takes time to grow and progress, I guess.
Next up, I got Infamous on the PS3.
Nice.
This is the awesome game I really liked playing when it first came out. I love the second one. I started playing the one on the PS4, but I like it, but it just hasn't intrigued me as much as Say the first two did.
I still haven't beat that game.
I'll pick it back up eventually and start playing again. Maybe I'll fall in love with it. Who knows?
I haven't.
Next up, I got Borderlands 2.
Nice.
Another great game. Picked up the first Borderlands the month before.
As you can tell, this is very early on in my collecting because these are kind of like staple games I feel like everybody has.
Next up, we got BioShock.
Again, another game like I'm sure everybody talks about. When I first started doing videos, like when I was doing pickups, I was talking about everything that I picked up, and I began to realize like I need to start like highlighting like more rare and uncommon things. So
the funny thing is, the first time I played BioShock and Borderlands, I honestly didn't really like them that much, and I couldn't really get into them. So both the games, I kind of stopped playing them for, after a while, and about, 2 or 3 months later, I picked them back up, and it was like almost immediately I was like sucked into them.
That happened with Dead Space.
Sometimes you just have to give games a second chance to really kind of get into them. So definitely two of my favorite series on the PS3. So I came across a couple of PS2
epic
games.
Transitions.
Basically, the guy had a stack of them, so I told him, give me a price and I'll take them all off your hands. So I got a good deal on all of these. Didn't pay a whole lot. I got a couple of silly ones like Cars, Race-O-Rama.
I remember that game not being that bad.
But definitely not a game I'll probably play often. I might pop it in for like a joke or something like that.
I might check that out tonight, actually. If I still have it. I don't think I still have it.
SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. I actually did try to play this one for a little bit, and I was actually worried that it wasn't going to work because there's a pretty nasty scratch on the back. But it worked for about 30 minutes, so I don't know. Doubt I'll really...
My God, such irrelevant information, like, man.
Picked up Gran Turismo 3. I'm not a huge fan of the Gran Turismo series.
I like how many Gran Turismo games I have in my collection, and I have no idea why, because I don't even like Gran Turismo.
Try it out again, see if I'm not good at them.
Yeah, I just don't like simulation racing games. I suck at them.
Racing games, I'm not very good at them. I do like my arcade racers, so that might have something to do with it. But anyway, still pretty cool. I came across this one that I was actually kind of excited about, which was Ultimate Spider-Man. This one's actually worth a little bit more than I expected, but it actually is a pretty cool game. I actually did have fun with this one, so this one's definitely one I'll be playing again.
Yeah, I think I finally got that game complete, because it is somewhat valuable. It's not like rare, but I was surprised by how much it was. I don't know how much it is now, but we'll see.
Also came across Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix. This one was okay.
I don't remember this game at all.
I don't think there was anything extraordinarily fancy about it, but...
Yeah, I think this game is in my closet somewhere because I forgot about it.
Before I can really, say for sure if I like it.
I didn't give it a second chance.
We got Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. I did play this one for about 30 minutes, and I kind of...
These and like Call of Duty, like God knows how many of these I have, and I just pick them up at yard sales and never play them.
Let me know. But I will definitely check this one out again, see how far I'll get into it.
I think I did play that one, and it wasn't that bad, but I can't remember.
Not too excited about Sonic Unleashed.
Sonic Unleashed!
I loved my Sonic games growing up, but as we all know, the new ones just aren't the same.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think like the Sonic parts of this game were not that bad.
But once you become the werewolf, it just kind of just goes all downhill for me. But
yeah.
Anyway, still, I guess it's cool to add to the collection.
Hey, it's a Sonic game.
Here's one I was kind of excited about. Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Dude, I loved Vice City so much.
I played this on the original Xbox. I had a blast with this one. This is so far the only Grand Theft Auto game that I've really actually sat down and played instead of going around just causing mass chaos.
That's true. I have played a little bit of 5 recently, but...
Soundtrack to the game, all the 80s pop music.
Oh, man.
It's just brilliant, so...
The soundtrack is amazing.
So I did come across some Tony Hawk games, which I was pretty excited about. The first one I got was Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam. I'm a big fan of this one. It's for those who don't know, it's not considered to be part of the main series. It's kind of
actually, you know what? Is it really that bad?
It's nowhere near as fun or as addicting as the original.
I can't remember. I might have to go back and play that one again.
I got Tony Hawk 3.
Good game.
Tony Hawk 4.
Another good game.
Tony Hawk Underground.
Okay, I didn't really care for
and
Underground
Tony
too much.
Hawk's Proving Ground.
Proving Ground I really couldn't play. I don't know why.
At least what I thought was a cool find. Usually I don't find a whole lot at the Goodwills in my area. Usually...
Oh my god. Goodwill has become such a joke for me anymore. Like, I never find anything. The last decent game I found, which I don't even know if it's a decent game, but it was a sealed copy of Da Vinci's Code on the original Xbox. I got one good score at Goodwill, and it was like someone just dumped off their Halo collection. I got like every Halo game that existed, along with a bunch of other like decent games. So, but Goodwill, man, I don't know if it's just the ones around here, but good God, just nothing anymore.
A couple of, mediocre games, and usually they're scratched up really, really bad or whatever. But
That's
I did
true.
find a original Nintendo QuickShot controller.
Oh man,
The only thing wrong with it, there's a little bit of a chip there. But
dude, I was looking at that the other day, and I was like, have I actually used that? I don't think I have.
But I did remember having this as a kid, so when I found it, I couldn't pass it up. Got it for pretty cheap, so.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually used that yet. The one that I bought, I played it as a kid.
Usually I'm kind of hesitant to buy these at yard sales because you never really know if they're going to work. But if they happen to be a good deal, it's kind of hard to pass up. So thankfully I did get a good deal on these. The first one is the original PlayStation 1.
The original
Which I already
PS1.
have this model, but it's pretty cool to have a backup, and it does work. Which
It's cool to have a backup. Now I have backups of backups of backups, and oh my god, it's
the
ridiculous.
original PS2
Nice.
Fat Boy model.
Not sure if that's one of the ones that actually works or not.
Any system with the motorized disc trays tend to fail over time. So thankfully it does work. I don't,
Good old James educating about things that people already know.
but just in case something ever happens, at least I have this one. So definitely cool to add that to my collection.
Yeah, I have several PS2s.
So
as
my
well.
last piece was the one I was really, really excited about when I found it. The wife and I
What is
actually literally just gave up.
Oh, is this what I think it is?
Who knows how many houses. We were about to go get food and happened to
Oh, I remember this. Yeah, I remember this day so clearly. This was the ultimate. This right here was the first ever epic find at a yard sale, and I don't think I've ever topped anything like this since. But yeah.
and it didn't look very promising at first, but at the very end of a table, I came across something. The guy gave me an amazing price for it, and I couldn't pass it up, which is the ColecoVision.
Yes.
So for those who don't know, this was not a system I had growing up. This actually came out a couple of years before I was born.
I had never played a ColecoVision in my life.
A lot of people really, really loved it.
I think this kind of started my obsession with like pre-Nintendo consoles. I mean, I had played the 2600, but anything else I had never played before. So
Unfortunately, I brought it home, plugged it up, and was treated to basically really, really glitchy graphics and all this kind of stuff.
fun story about this one. There was actually a store that I took it to, a guy who actually thought he could fix it. And what it was, is it did work, but the graphics were kind of glitchy. And the weird thing is, I remember I dropped it off. He was like, yeah, I'll take a look at it. And he called me and was like, yeah, I don't think we can fix this. Like, I'm not sure what's wrong with it. And I was kind of bummed out about it. And I remember my wife was on eBay. We were in the car. She was on eBay, like looking around at ColecoVisions, and apparently accidentally bought one. How that happens, I have no idea. But the weird thing was, when I brought this back home after the guy couldn't fix it, it worked. And it still works. I have no idea what he did. I don't know if this is like the classic thing that fixes things for me. Like, I'll take something apart and put it back together, and all of a sudden it just works. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know, but
stuff.
It's weird.
So, doing some research, I found out apparently that's a really, really common issue with these, and usually the culprit is the power switch. So usually just cleaning it up.
I'm not sure if that may be true, and maybe he like, I don't know, did something that just made it work. I don't know.
Sound. So I don't know if that's the AV cable or what. If anybody's ever come across that, let me know. I haven't really done much research on that problem, but Still got it for ridiculously cheap, and glad I didn't pass it up. So worth fixing up. Glad to have that. So it also came with a couple of games. Sadly, I'm only familiar with one of them. The first one I got was Cosmic Avenger, which is kind of a side-scrolling shooter game. It's pretty cool.
I like Cosmic Avenger.
Baseball.
Don't care. Actually, you know what? Graphically, that game is not that bad.
I actually didn't even play this game, so I'm not even...
I can't remember Mr. Do.
So, and then the one I was familiar with, which was Burger Time, so... If anything...
This game, at the time, I don't know what this game goes for now, but at the time, I know I got all of that for the price of that game. So, by far the most epic find at a yard sale.
To add to the collection, so thank you guys so much
Transitions,
for checking out my
man.
video. If you like what you saw, please feel free to subscribe. I do plan on doing this at least once a month, and I have plans for future videos as well. You can also hit me up on social media. I'll have all those links below, and hopefully I'll see you guys again next month.
Wow, okay, so I feel like I've learned a lot since then. You know, personality is a big thing, you know, being a little bit more animated. But anyway, it's pretty crazy to see how far this channel has come. And, you know, obviously it took a while for me to get the wife involved, and we are going to do a video, hopefully later, of reacting to the first video we did together, which I think was a Nick box unboxing. I could be wrong about that. But anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. Again, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thank you guys so much for the love and support, and I look forward to seeing what the future brings. And yeah, I will see you next time.